Elbaph, as we know it, is one of the greatest arcs in One Piece, and it's not even over. Today, we talk about chapter 1186, One More Time. And it's a beautiful cover art. We have Ida there playing with in the background with the wolf and the lion and the snake, basically Loki's friends when he was a child, but they're in kid form. That's pretty cute. I like that a lot. And Loki is drawing Ida and saying, Mommy. Literally, it's Ida because of the hair that we have right there. So that's who it knows to be Mommy. I like that. However, we have to get out of the happiness and get right to business because we see the Great One up here. We see Yokai form Mars right here. We see King Reuven right here, or Reuven. It's ours, Zoro, Zolo. They still intertwine. So Reuven right here with Brook over him, Shuri, and a mysterious figure in the background. Another guy that's there. Now, Brook is in shambles right now. He's going through it. He is trying to wake his brother up, say, hey, bro, help me out here. I need you right now to wake up. You're still a fan of me, right? Please get up. I can't. This isn't true. You're not dead. Brook is going through it right now. Very similar. Well, I'm not going to say similar, but in a way, we see the respect and love that Brook has for King Reuven, of course. Very similar in a way to Ace and Luffy's. Only difference is that he didn't lose his head all the way just yet with the shock and just freeze up. Brook still was going. He was in shock like a mug, though. He really was in shock. And he got faced with it. Hey, you there. You had to do this. Who are you right now? Because he was looking at this guy right here as he sat right there and just thought, Shuri couldn't do it. And there's nothing else in the room with me. So it had to have been this guy. How did he just manipulate Shuri's brain to say, hey, kill or take out King Reuven? Now, Shuri is getting a lot of pushback, though, because a simple fact is that he found out that she is a celestial dragon, which we all see coming, plays with the background, and look at Kuma, and of course, Jenny and Bonnie. Gonna be 3 more of these. Get used to it. So, but we're going through it right now, right? And is telling him, I am a celestial dragon. This man is not my father. King Reuven is not my birth father. And she continues to say that man instead of saying father, and it's really pissing Brook off to the point where Brook just can't take it no more. He has to ask him, hey, what's going on? What do you mean by this right here? It's something really going on. What are you talking about? And then we get a young man, well, not a young man, but a knight of the gods, Saint Manmayer Guroh. This man finally decides to step up. We know who he is now. And the mysterious thing about this is that his eyes are still covered, which means a few things. If we're going through with this, has to be the father, right? Your eyes are still covered. You're shrouded in mystery still. You're part of the Manmayer family. You're also a squire to the Queen Kendall as well. But we see that that may be something planned into a bigger scheme of things. Kendall is or isn't dead. And then if she is or isn't dead, what happened to her? Where is she at right now currently? But then we realize it's One Piece. Mothers don't really survive in One Piece. So she might be all the way cooked. But Shuri is not, because Shuri has something on her side that keeps her very much motivated and going. But she is bipolar / the 2 personalities within her. Because Manmayer calls it out here. Manmayer says, hey, and as he's talking to Brook, he opens his eyes and you can see his eyeballs, his eyelids are 2 different colors. And this is something very special because this is something that a power that he cannot unlock himself, but maybe Princess Shuri can unlock and truly be of use to the Great One himself. All praise the Great One. Imu has to have some type of way going with this, which means now we get some more lore. The lore is that we have 2 eye colors that mean something to the Great One enough to make him want to have the power for himself. Now, that's very different than what we're normally used to in One Piece. Or is it? Because eyes matter a lot. For instance, the Mihawk and Emu. And I'll even throw Cavendish in there. Cavendish could be some type of weird descent that got away. Cavendish could be I'm not going to say Cavendish gives off, sorry for the side note right here, but this sword play right here is very much Royal Knight sword play. Very similar to what Cavendish is. And Cavendish does call himself Royal Knight. He rides on a horse. He has all these good things that make him a celestial dragon or higher up worthy of something that was kicked out or forgotten about. He could be Shanks of right now, this generation. Not saying power-wise at all. Trust me, he is nowhere near Shanks' level. But the Hakuba form could be something. And speaking of Hakuba form, with the eyes like that, when he goes to sleep and takes over his body, this could be some type of power that is being used now for Princess Shuri. Manmayer Guroh couldn't do it, so Princess Shuri probably can unlock whatever this ability is in the eyes and really push forth anew for the Great One himself to use and conquer. But enough of that, because we get right into it. Now, they're trying to leave. Hey, it's time to go. Brook is out of it right now. He's so distraught. He drops his blade. He couldn't protect his bros, what he tells himself. And at that same moment, he starts to sing. Oh, cows and frogs and slaves and king, we're all bones in the end. Or when we die. Yo! Which is very fitting because now you're all nothing but bones. Sorry about that. But we get right into it because Shuri goes for the kill. Right through the throat. You see the blood coming out. It went right through his head, but it missed. This attack that Princess Shuri did missed every major artery that we've seen. So everything going through the brain, every vein, every whatever it needed to be was missed completely. Now, I highly believe that is because I'm going to say her left. So her left side woke up. Her right side is the evil, left side is good. Her left side woke up as she was going for this kill and adjusted herself to make sure that she doesn't kill Brook all the way through. That is my theory. I'm sticking to it because we know that Princess Shuri helped out Brook and them by taking the arrows off, by removing some stuff. This has been a really good Elbaph for a reason. And Shuri has been definitely sketchy. Not saying she's playing on both sides, but both personalities are fighting for battle right now as she's seeing Brook and realize, oh shoot, core memory unlocked. This is Brook. This is the guy who I was madly in love with and wanted to be with as a kid. He raised me since I was an infant. He was there for me with mommy and daddy. Now, it's very interesting that happens because she misses on purpose. I believe she does this because of I'm going to say her right side woke up. Her left side is the demon because that's the wings right here on her left side. So her right side woke up and took over. Even she's going in with her right side with this. So I believe that Princess Shuri right here was Princess Shuri and not, of course, the one that was taken over by Emu. And as we're going on some more, we see that Shuri is still helping out Brook. Now, this is because when Brook woke up, they got to saying something, and Brook got to talking a little bit, and he was like, I've never seen anyone survive that. This is the people that's talking to Brook right now. With the sword stuck through their head, we know somebody with a sword stuck in their head in Elbaph right now. And it ties into something that we're going to talk about in just a little bit. With a sword stuck in their head, managed to avoid every major artery and brain stem. And then something else pops up there, and then another bubble comes on, and Brook screams out, "Where's the king?" Now, that other bubble, I believe, is them saying, so the Princess Shuri to help out with this, or it's something along those lines of them knowing something. Oda does a really good job with hiding information within other texts. So that's going on with that. But nonetheless, this right here is going to be Brook, I guess, now, when we come back from the flashback, and that's what we're doing right now, is that he wants to go save Shuri. He believes in her because he believes in her again, meaning that he never thought that she killed her father. Now, she did, But it wasn't her. It was the right side, her demon side, not the human side, the good side, the side that was raised by them. Stay with me. You with me? Stay with me now. And because of that, Brook is now set out to go save Princess Shuri, and I'm all for it. But we're not done with the chapter just yet, because our boy Luffy is back up and he's had his feel of food, so his stamina is there. Also, we get to see Titans clash. My boy Loki is up here battling against the Great One himself. Now, the Great One could be injured, of course. The Great One is not supposed to be out right now. The body of the Great One is going to probably be affected while he's out for too long. But he is battling right now. And not just battling. One of the strongest characters in all of One Piece, in Loki, he has to also deal with Luffy. And we know how Luffy comes. When Luffy is upset and he thinks somebody is going after his friends, he comes through blasting shit. And he knocks off his fucking jaw as we get the cartoon animation vibe with it. He's not in Gear 5. I'll probably say this is just a regular armor-covered punch right here, because he still has on his Elbaph uniform right there. He still has on his Elbaph fit right here. So this is just a regular armor-covered Red Rock. Before we get to that, Loki and Imu had a conversation. And their conversation was quite one that we have probably heard of before, because they say 800 years ago, it was what the Great One is telling Loki, we're going to repeat what happened 800 years ago. We're going to take all the children, and that's going to be the downfall of the giants. Who has a huge straw head? Oh, a giant? Could it be Joy Boy? The original? Not Joy Boy, but the original Nika? Could it be him? And the only reason why he lost is because Imu took the children away and put him in a state that had to be choosing his life or theirs. Could this be the very first time that we have got information about what happened in the Void Century, with Nika being there and Imu being there? Since we all seen that giant hat, that giant straw hat had to belong to somebody. Before it was Joy Boy's, it was Nika's. And Nika, the sun god himself, who we've seen and heard that name a lot during Elbaph, the sun god, has to come from, obviously, Elbaph. And all the Elbaph giants know him, know of the tale of Nika, the sun god. Not to mention that we also get some really good information about, not information, but about, well, yes, information about the 800-year Void Century, because Loki's like, hey, the 800 years, huh? We kind of don't speak about that at all. Like, what do you know about this for real? Like, I'm a little confused about what you're trying to get out right now. But it's okay, because the Great One gave us information, and I'm talking about Oda, not Imu. And that was that 800 years ago, I believe strongly that the children of Elbaph were the reason why Nika lost the battle to the Great One himself, and was the only reason why, because the Great One was probably getting his ass kicked very bad, and out comes Nika beating the shit out of him, and now you gotta put under tactics. But it's okay, because you get rocked in your face with a red rock, and of course Loki is charging in as well to hit you with a thunderous blow. And this red rock has not just Haki involved, but conqueror's Haki. And I'm loving this. This chapter brought a lot of questions, but it also brought a lot of knowledge to us as well. As One Piece readers, I cannot wait for the next chapter. When it will be on our mission in DreamCon, Houston. But I will be having that out there, though. Trust me, believe that. But what do y'all think down below about some of these theories and thoughts that I spoke about a little bit? Like, for instance, being that the eyes are playing a huge factor. The right side is the good side. The left side is, of course, the devil side. Obviously, that works out. The left side is the devil side. Shanks' arm is missing on his left side. The left side is the devil side, and I think that's what all of them have the mark set, is somewhere on their left side. I have not seen somebody with a mark on their right side just yet, or any other side. But speculation right now. The left side, of course, has been the one who has had the most problems with it, while the right side has been some of the good for it. But that's a huge factor. Hakuba could I think Mihawk is somehow related to Emu, one of the descendants long down, and Shanks, of course, and Shanks and Mihawk both fought on the Holy Land together, were raised in the same army or whatnot, and they plenty of sword battles going through there. But to bring it up into full circle, coming back to it now, the Void Century, because does the Void Century involve right now? It's going to introduce Nika being tricked by the Great One himself and taking away the children in order to take out Nika. Hey, I'm here for it. I love it. This has been chapter 1186 of One Piece. This is 12, giving you some of the best reviews that I can. Shout out to all y'all. We love the growth. See you all at DreamCon.